Hi everyone, myself Linga Reddy. In this session, we'll discuss buffer solutions. Right. First of all, what is the buffer solution? Let me explain here. The solution which resists any change in its pH value on addition of a small amount of a strong acid or strong base to it is called buffer solutions. I hope it is clear. So let me explain very clearly here. So we have buffer solution. This is the buffer solution. So in this buffer solution, we add the some amount of acid or strong base. For example, I am taking strong base, adding strong base here, small amount. So still this pH will be remain same. The pH won't change, right? For initial pH is 7, right? Initial pH is 7. After adding base also it can, for example, I am saying here, that is also it can 7. So general neutral pH we can take 8 or 9, right? So whenever we add the small amount of base or acid added to the solution, that solution is pH is remain constant, remains same. Such a solutions is called buffer solutions, right? I hope it is very clear. And then next one, so buffer solutions again classify into three types. The first one is neutral buffer solutions, and second one is acidic buffer solution, and third one is basic buffer solutions. Let me explain. First one is neutral buffer solution, right? So buffer solution, what is a neutral buffer solution? A salt of weak acid, it is very important, salt of weak acid and weak base, it is called neutral buffer solutions, right? So for example, I am taking a weak acid and weak base. So generally we know that the reaction here, weak base, weak acid, the first weak acid I am taking, acetic acid is weak acid, it does not go complete ionization, and along with that ammonium hydroxide is weak base. These two are react to forming acetate ammonium, ammonia acetate is forming here, CH3 COO NH4 place, and remaining what is there here, H2O is forming. So this combination of this, right, this is called neutral buffer solutions. So combination of weak acid and weak base, these two are combined to form a produce the one salt. This salt is called, this salt solution is called neutral buffer solutions. Neutral buffer solutions. I hope it is very clear. That is the exact definition. So here weak acid, this is the weak acid, right? The weak base, this is the weak base. Two are reactive to form a here salt is forming. This salt is called neutral buffer solutions. I hope it is very clear. The example here, ammonium acetate, here ammonium benzoate, right? These two are example for neutral buffer solutions. I hope it is clear, right? Next one is second one is acidic buffer solutions, right? This is the second one, acidic buffer solutions. What is the acidic buffer solution? It's very important point here. So the mixture of weak acid, this is a weak acid, and salt of weak acid with strong base, right? So very clear, the here the buffer solution nothing but first one is weak acid, this is a weak acid. So weak acid nothing but what, acetic acid, right? That HCN, right? Phosphoric acid, H3PO4, right? And phosphorus acid, H3PO3. So these are the weak acids. What is the second one, weak acid with the salt, right? Salt of weak acid with strong base. For example, I am taking weak acid, here weak acid, acetic acid I am taking. Acetic acid place with the strong base NaOH I am taking here, NaOH, to form a salt here, sodium acetate, CH3COO Na place H2O is forming, right? This is called salt of weak acid with strong base, right? So this salt and weak acid, this weak acid combination is called acidic buffer solutions. I hope it is very clear. Right, let me explain with the example, few example here. So the example number 1 here, the examples here. The first example here, acetic acid plus sodium acetate CH3COO Na. This is called acidic buffer solutions, these two combination. And also we can take here acetic acid and react with potassium hydroxide. What you will get here? Potassium acetate CH3COOK. So this is the acetic acid plus potassium acetate, also acidic buffer solution, right? And next one, example 3. So here HCN plus and here NaCN, right? This is also. And next one here, fourth one, HCN and plus CaCN 2 times, right? Few more examples is there here, right? And this is benzoic acid and sodium benzoate here, and here phosphoric acid and sodium metaphosphorate here. See here, one hydrogen here replacing, right, sodium. This is also salt. For example, 2 hydrogen is replacing, say H3PO4 only here, and plus 2 hydrogens are replaced by this 2 sodium, that is Na2H PO4. This is also called acidic buffer. And one more example here, 3 hydrogen can replace here. So H3 PO4 plus Na3 and PO4. This is also called acidic buffer, right? I hope it is clear. Right, one more example, 9th one. So H3PO3 plus salt, if we can take here, I am taking salt here. Only basicity we have to take here. Basicity is highest, we can replace here 2 and here H and 3. Right, next one, 10th example here. The example here, H3PO2 and only one hydrogen can replace here, NaH2PO2, right? So this is the example for acidic buffer. I hope it is very clear, right? Let me explain next one, basic buffer solution. Right here, the basic buffer solution. Basic buffer solution nothing but weak base plus salt of weak base with the strong acid. These 3 points very important. The first point is weak base, right? So weak base plus what is there here, salt with weak base of weak base, salt with strong acid, right? So here generally I am taking here weak base. This is a weak base, NH4OH weak base. So it's react with strong acid, right? So I am taking here HCl to form a here NH4Cl and plus H2O. So this weak acid and salt of weak base with the strong acid, this one is called, these two are called basic buffer solutions. So weak base plus ammonium hydroxide, here ammonium hydroxide is weak base, and the combination of a weak base with the salt of strong acid, right? This is a salt, this is a weak base here, and here strong acid with this salt is called, this salt plus weak base is called basic buffer solutions. I hope it is very clear. Let me explain some example, basic buffer solution example here, right? The example number 1 here, whatever discussed now here, this is ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. This is a salt of strong acid, right? So this is called a basic buffer. And second one here, the second example, ammonium hydroxide only, but where this salt is treated with nitric acid. So that means nothing but what we'll get here, ammonium nitrate, right? And one more example here, so ammonium hydroxide, it is treated with the sulfuric acid, so ammonium sulfate will get here. So ammonium sulfate, right? Right, few more example here. So here, so ammonium hydroxide, this is chlorate, and then one here primary amine, it's salt, strong acid. With the salt it is forming salt, that salt plus primary amine, and generally primary amine, its salt is basic buffer. I hope it is very clear this point, right? So the best example here, right? And then next one here, same, here also primary amine with the salt, and here pyridine, right, with the salt, and here also same quinoline, and here this is the base, right? This is the salt of strong acid, weak base with the strong acid, right? This is also salt. So this salt, this base is, these two mixture of solutions is called basic buffer solution. So I hope it is clear. These are the example for basic buffer solutions, right? Right. And then we'll discuss some related questions here. So the here, which of the following combination of solute would be resultant in the formation of buffer solution? First, they given question here, the question number 1. So acetic acid and sodium hydroxide they are giving the ratio 1:1 ratio. So here the generally acetic acid is 1 mole, right? Place same at the same time NaOH is 1 mole, and it is forming, what is the forming here? Acetic acid sodium acetate place water is forming here, right? Only here sodium acetate is there, but here the weak acid must be there, then only it is possible to acidic buffer solution. So here weak acid is not there, only sodium acetate only is there. So 1:1 ratio is not a the buffer solution. So this is not a buffer solution. And next one here, so one acetic acid is there, that acetic acid react with the NaOH to form a sodium acetate. So still one more acetic acid is there. This is a sodium acetate plus the acid is water. So still here one more acetic acid is there, plus here CH3 and COOH. So this is acting as a buffer solution. So this is called acidic buffer solution. I hope it is clear. And next one more thing here. So this is also, it's not a buffer solution because of this is a 1 mole of acetic acid. It's react with 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. It is forming sodium acetate plus here 1 mole NaOH is there. So this is combination is not a buffer solution. Weak acid and salt of strong base with this one. This is the, so this is also, it is not a buffer solution. I hope it is clear, right? So next question here, this question, all this combination the basic buffer solution only, basic buffer solution only, all this combination. So here only this combination only buffer solution. Why here? This is all combination is the basic buffer solution. NH4Cl plus NH3. This is the salt, the weak base with strong acid. This salt here, and this is weak base, right? This is weak base with the salt of strong acid, right? These combination is generally we can call basic buffer. But here ratio we are changing, but it is still buffer solution only. The reason why it is buffer solution, so ammonium hydroxide, ammonium chloride plus ammonia, it won't react, right? Do not react. Due to that reason, these are the buffer solutions. So it's not react means it will remain weak base, its salt of a strong acid is remain same. So that is acting as a basic buffer solutions. I hope it is clear. This question you understand well, right? Right. Still now we are discussing what is a buffer solution and buffer solution classification with the examples and this is the some model question we have discussed. Next one, buffer action. So what is the whenever we adding a small amount of strong base and strong base and strong acid, the pH is remains same. How it is pH is remains same? So let me explain the some mechanism. Okay, so that is called buffer action, right? Next one is buffer action, right? Right, acidic buffer solutions. The one example we'll take here. So what is the general example we are preferring here? Acetic acid and plus and sodium acetate. So these are the acidic buffer solution, right? We know that the first one is here the acetic acid. It is weak acid. It dissolved in a water. What happened here? It is some amount of dissociation taking place. So to form a acetate ion and plus and H plus ion, right? And next one, the second one here, what is there? Sodium acetate. It is strong electrolyte. It is easily dissociated, complete ionization taking place. So here CH3 and COO minus and Na plus. So just this arrow mark you understand here. Clear this reaction completely, it is ionization to form. Here equilibrium. Some acetate ion remains same in water and some acetate ion it form a ions. Some acetic acid is form a ions, right? Here we are observing one thing common. This is the common ion effect. These two ions are the common, right? Very important point here. Due to that common ion effect, right? Due to common ion effect, ionization of acetic acid decreased or suppressed, is suppressed. Right? So why it is suppressed here? The concentration of acetate ions is more here and here. So readily combined with this H plus ion to back the reaction. So that remain in the as a acetic acid. It won't again dissociate because of this concentration is more here. Right? I hope it is very clear. Very clear information now here. The acetate ions is there. It's very clear here. Very important point. Here the excess quantity, excess amount acetate ions is there, acetate ions, and small amount here H plus ions is there, right? That H plus ion or H3 plus ions here, hydronium ion. So we can write here dissolved in a water. This is also we can write H3 plus ions also, right? These two are playing important role here. This acetate ion and this, and acetic acid also. This is also play the main role of in action of acidic buffer. So acetate ion and here this acetate ion and acetic acid is very important role here. So why it is important role? Let me explain here. Right, the first condition here, when a small amount of strong acid we are adding, right? So how the resistant the pH here? So the HCl is adding here. For example, strong acid we are taking HCl and dissolved in a that buffer solution. What is the forming here? It is form hydronium ion and plus and Cl minus ion, right? And then in buffer solution already we discussed. What is the excess quantity is there here? This is acetate ion, right? So that acetate ion here CH3 COO minus plus H3 plus whatever we are adding this strong acid, this strong acid, and react with this and to form a the weak acid, that is here CH3COOH, plus here what is remains in water, right? So we know that acetic acid is weak acid. This is weak acid. So this weak acid, that much it won't affect the on pH, right? I hope it is very clear. Right here, acetic acid is weak acid. It won't affect that much the pH on pH. So that only here the point, note point here. So here the pH of solution does not change due to formation of weak acid, right? So pH is remain constant here. One simple rule is there here whenever strong acid added to the acidic buffer solution. So what is that rule here? So the rule 1, this is rule 1. So simple shortcut rule here, triple A. What is a triple A? Right, let me explain. Right, what is a triple A here? The first one is here acidic buffer. First one A is acidic buffer, and this is the first A. And when a strong acid, this is the one more A, is added, right, what happened? The concentration of weak acid, this is another A, is increases, right? Simple trick here. So that only happening here. We are adding a strong acid, it is to forming here H2O only, this is H2O, and forming hydronium again react with acetate ion, it forming acetic acid. Acetic acid concentration is increases here. Whenever acidic buffer added to the strong acid, the weak acid concentration is increases. Then here, and concentration of salt of weak acid with strong base is decreases. It's very useful point here whenever we are solving some problems, right? Very simple trick, right, in simple words. So this is the acidic buffer solution. This is acidic buffer solution, right? AF, acidic buffer solution. Now we are adding strong acid. Generally in acidic buffer solution, what are the ions? Is there acetate ion plus acetic acid plus sodium ions plus water molecules. H plus ions is there. This is the combination. Generally the H plus ions is combined with this acetate ion to form a weak acid. So weak acid, that much it won't affect the on pH. So the pH is remain constant whenever adding the small amount strong acid. So I hope it is clear. And next one here, the when small amount of strong base added to the acidic buffer, right? Then what happened here? Generally here strong base we are taking in the acidic buffer solution having acetic acid, right? So this is the acetic acid is present. So here this is dissociated into like CH3COO minus plus H plus ions. This is the equilibrium reaction. Now we are taking a OH, right? So here the base we are adding strong base, nothing but here OH is there, right? So this OH minus, it can react with this acetic acid. So what is the generally forming here? So acetic acid plus OH minus, this can react to form a here acetate ion, right? So CH3 COO minus plus here H2O is forming. So this, whenever adding the base, the acetate ion concentration is increases because of the simple words here. The acetic acid is there. Whenever we add the base, that OH minus ions react with this acetic acid and to form a acetate ion. So this is the acetate ion is forming here. So here this acetate ion, it won't affect on pH. The change in pH, the acetic acid is, the acetate ion is, it won't affect on pH. So whenever we add the strong base with the acidic buffer solution, this is the mechanism happening. So this acetate ions, it won't affect the on pH, right? Here simple trick here, the here rule 2, this is rule 2, the simple trick, A B A, there A triple A, this is A B A, that's all, right? So let me explain what is the A B A, right here. ABA, what is the ABA? First A is nothing but basic acidic buffer, first A, and when we added the strong base, that is capital B here, there is another B added to the concentration of acetic acid ion is decreases. So that is only we are seeing here. It is whenever we add the base, it is react with acetic acid, the concentration of acetic acid ions is decreases, the acetate ion is increases. Nothing but this salt of this is, it's combined with sodium ion, this salt is increasing, this salt concentration is increasing, the acetic acid concentration is decreasing whenever adding the strong base to the acidic buffer solution, right? So that is only happening here. The acetic acid concentration is decreases, the concentration of salt weak acid with strong base, the concentration is here increases, very clear, right? This is ABA. Whenever the strong base added to the acidic buffer solution, the simple trick here, ABA nothing but acidic buffer, B nothing but a strong base, and whenever added to the strong base to the acidic buffer, and what happened here, acetic acid concentration is decreases, and concentration of salt of weak acid and strong base is increases. I hope it is very clear, right? Simple trick here, this is the acidic buffer solution. So this is the AF acidic buffer solution. In this acidic buffer solution having acetate ions and plus sodium ions plus acetic acid, that is acetic acid is there. Whenever we add to the strong base, what happened here, this base is react with this weak acid, right? This base is react with this weak acid, it produces acetate ions, remain acetate ion. These acetate ions, it won't affect on pH, so that's why it is pH is remain constant. I hope it is very clear, right? I given point here, very clear point. The acetate ion does not affect on pH. I hope it is clear. Right, next one here, buffer action of basic buffer solutions, right? Let's take one example, basic buffer solution. The very favorable example here, the ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. This is the basic buffer solution, right? Generally, the point number 1 here, the ammonium hydroxide, it is weak base, it it is some amount it dissociation taking place whenever dissolved in a water, plus ammonium ion plus OH minus is forming. Then here ammonium chloride is strong electrolyte, it dissolved in a water, it give ammonium ions plus and Cl minus ion. One thing here observe, this is here also common ion effect is there. This is the common ion effect. Due to this common ion effect, the concentration of ammonium ions, right? So here NH4 plus ions is increases. It's readily combined with these ions, ammonium ions combined with this OH. So the dissociation is decreases here. It is back to the reaction. So it is suppress the dissociation of ammonium hydroxide due to this common ion effect. I hope it is very clear, right here. So generally, already we discussed here. So the ammonium ions concentration is more here, and the small OH minus concentration is there. right? So because of that, OH minus is readily combined with the ammonium ions, so OH minus concentration is less here. Generally the excess of here strong electrolyte ammonium ions are produced, so this ammonium ions concentration is more here. I hope it is very clear. Okay, here now when small amount of strong base is added to the basic buffer solution, how it is resistant to the pH, what is the mechanism here, let me explain. Generally in a basic buffer solution having ammonium ions, already we discussed this ammonium ions. So whenever we add the strong base, so for example NaOH or KOH, some OH, it gives the OH minus ions. So it's readily combined with this and to form a ammonium hydroxide. So ammonium hydroxide is the weak base. It is weak base. This weak base, it does not affect on pH, right? So like this it is resistant the pH. I hope it is very clear. The simple rule is there here. What is the rule here? BB triple B. BB. What is that BB here? First B nothing but basic buffer solution, right? Basic buffer solution. This is first B. Then next one, add the strong base here. Whenever they add the strong base, that is another B here, and is added, and the concentration of weak base increases, right? And concentration of salt, weak base and strong acid is decreases. It's very clear, this point. Right here, generally base react with ammonium. What is the resultant product is forming here? Ammonium hydroxide. So this ammonium hydroxide concentration is increases, right? So weak base, there is a weak base concentration increases, right? This is the salt with the chloride. So this concentration is decreases, right? This concentration is decreases. So whenever this base is combined with this salt with chloride, this concentration is decreases and this concentration is increases. That is the exact meaning here. The basic buffer solution strong base is added, the concentration of weak base increases, and concentration of salt of weak base and strong acid is decreases. The concentration is decreases. I hope it is very clear. So that's why we can add the strong base to the basic buffer solution. It won't change the pH at certain limit only. It's not more quantity, right? Small amount. Right, next one. Whenever the small amount of strong acid added to the basic buffer solution, already name itself is there, basic buffer solution, nothing but base is present, right? So ammonium hydroxide is there. Whenever we add the acid, the H plus ions, what happen here? So ammonium ions plus this H plus combined with this OH plus forming here the H2O is forming, right? So here this ammonium ion does not effect on pH. I hope it is very clear. So whenever we can add the strong acid, the pH is remain constant due to the formation of ammonium ion. That ammonium ion does not affect the on pH. I hope it is clear. The simple rule here, that is BAB, right? What is the first B here? Basic buffer solution. When a strong acid added to the is added, that's all. Now what happened here? The concentration of weak base is decreases because of here this is combining here. And what happened then next here? And a concentration of salt nothing but what? Weak base and strong acid is increases. Concentration is increases. I hope it is very clear, right? So this is concentration, it is readily combined with chlorine, it's forming the salt of weak base plus strong acid is increases this concentration. This concentration is decreases due to the hydrogen ions, they nothing but H plus ions combined with a weak base. I hope it is very clear. This is the mechanism. So this is the how to resist the pH whenever we adding the strong acid or strong base to the acidic buffer or basic buffer solutions, right? I hope it is very clear. Then next one, calculation of pH of acidic buffer and basic buffer. How to calculate the pH of basic and acidic buffer? Let me explain here. Right here, calculation of pH acidic buffer solution, right? Generally, example for acidic buffer solution, acetic acid plus sodium acetate. This is the best example for the acidic buffer solutions, right? I hope it is clear. Generally, pH affected only the acids or bases. The salts are won't affect. So now we are taking this. It is a weak acid. Generally, the weak acid is representation like this. So I am taking is weak acid here. It is whenever dissolved in a water, it is forming hydronium ion plus and X minus ions. So this is we are taking excess quantity, we can neglect here. According to the here the dissociation constant of acid Ka is equal to the concentration of H plus ions, hydronium ions and X minus ions by the Hx, right? So we want the concentration of H plus ion, then only we can calculate the pH, so that you can convert here the H3 plus ions equal to concentration equal to Ka into and Hx and divided by X minus concentration, right? For this equation apply the negative logarithm, right? Taking a negative logarithm, right, on both sides. So what is the resultant equation here? So minus log H3 plus concentration, right? Here we are applying here negative logarithm of Ka into Hx by, and here what is there, X minus ion, right? So this equation also we can write negative logarithm of H plus concentration is equal to negative logarithm of Ka, right, and minus negative logarithm of Hx, right, plus this is taking upside inverse, minus becoming plus negative the positive logarithm of X minus ion, right? This is the we can write the pH is equal to negative logarithm of the H plus concentration, right? This P minus negative logarithm of K equal to pKa, so we can substitute here the pH is equal to and pKa, and here this negative part is writing down, this positive we can write here. So what is that here, a log the X minus concentration, sorry here, right here the X minus concentration divided by what is there here, Hx, log we are taking common here. So this is Hx concentration, right? So this is the formula of pH calculation for acidic buffer solution. I hope it is very clear this. Right here, next one, a calculation of pH of basic buffer solutions, right? What is the example for basic buffer solution? Ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. This is the basic buffer, right? So pH affect only acid and bases. This is the salt. It won't affect the pH. But we are calculating here weak the base here. So we know that generally weak base NH4OH it dissociated into NH4 plus and OH minus, right? So we can write the dissociation constant of weak base, that is Kb. Kb is equal to, what is that here, concentration of ammonium ions into OH minus concentration, right? And by what is initial concentration here, ammonium hydroxide, right? This is the dissociation constant of weak base. So we need the OH minus concentration here, right? This OH minus concentration we need because of we want to calculate the pH, right? So that equal to here OH is equal to and ammonium ion, right? For this equation, this is equation 1, okay, we apply the log both side. So taking negative logarithm both side, right? What we'll get here, negative log OH minus concentration equal to negative log Kb and negative log NH4OH concentration plus log NH4 plus concentration, right? So negative logarithm of OH minus concentration nothing but POH, right? This is negative log Kb equal to pKa, right? pKb. Apply this here. POH is equal to pKb minus log NH4 ion and here place log NH plus ion, right? So this log common taking and negative it downside we have to write and this is upside. So let me write that POH is equal to pKb plus log NH4 plus concentration and ammonium hydroxide concentration. So this is POH formula, right? But pH already we know that here pH. So pH plus and POH equal to 14. So total pH scale is 14. But we need a pH. pH is equal to 14 minus POH. So this is the final, we'll get pH. I hope it is clear. This POH, whatever we got, this substitute here, you subtract the 14 and you'll get pH. I hope it is clear. Right here, what is the change in pH of an acidic buffer, right? So when add the small amount of acid or base, right? Whenever we add the acid or base, its pH is changed. So that pH, how it's calculated, let me explain here. So for example, we are taking example for acidic buffer solution. What is acidic buffer solution? Acetic acid base and here sodium acetate. So this is the example for the acidic buffer solution. Lot of example we have discussed already. So simplest example we are taking here. So generally what are the here? Acetic acid is there, right? Right here acetate ion is there, right? Acetate ion place, this is Na place, right? Why it is acetate ion is there here? It is strong electrolyte, completely ionization taking place. Sodium acetate converted into, whenever dissolved in water, acetate ion place sodium ions. But here weak acid, some amount of remain as a acid, right? It is not complete dissociation, right? These two the molecules, whenever we add the acid or base, these two molecules can react, right? So this is the salt, right? This is the salt, this is acid, right? This is the acid, right? In this case, now acidic buffer is there, acidic buffer, and added to the strong acid, right? Strong acid, imagine here HCl. So how it is changing pH here? Already we discussed here. This is acetate ion here, this is acetate ion. The HCl2 coming from here, H plus coming here, right? This is HCl2, the H plus coming. So that acetate ion, right, or any negative ion, right? This is the acetate negative ion, react with H plus, right? So here what is the formation here? Acetate is forming, acetic acid is forming, right? I hope it is clear. So this is coming from, this is the negative part is coming from salt, from this, right? I hope it is very clear. The negative part coming from this part, so that salt concentration is decreases. The salt here, salt concentration is decreases, this is the X, and acid concentration is increasing because of it is acid is forming, right? So this is acid plus X, very clear here. It is increasing concentration, here the decreasing the concentration because of new H plus combined with acetate ion. So from this we can write the formula. Already we derived the pH calculation formula. What is the pH calculation formula? Already we derived the original formula. pH is equal to, this is the original formula, pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by acid. Already we derived this formula, but here whenever adding the acid, what happened here, pH will be changed. This pH is called new pH, right? This is new pH is equal to pKa plus log, and what is the salt is changing here? The salt is salt minus X, acid means acid plus X, right? So what is the concentration is changing here? Salt minus X and acid plus X. So this is the concentration of these ions. So after adding acid, so this formula we have to use to calculate the pH. I hope it is clear. Generally acid we are adding here, right? So here pH is pH of buffer solution decreases, right? I hope it is clear. What is the difference here? pH, the change in pH is equal to, sometime they will ask after adding and before adding. So how to we are find the change in pH? Change in pH is equal to pH of a new solution after adding acid and pH of original solution. So this is the change in pH formula. I hope it is clear. Right, next one, this is whenever acid is added to the acidic buffer solution, it is change in pH. And when we add the base, so second one here, right, acidic buffer solution added to the strong base, what happened? Already we know that what is the compounds is there here. The acetic acid is there and acetate ion is there. Whenever acid is adding, acetate ion can react here. Now we are adding acetic acid. So now here in acetic acid is can react with whatever we adding the base, right? So here acetic acid is there. So CH3 COOH, we are adding base, that is OH minus. It react here. What is the forming here? Acetate ion CH3CO minus plus H2O is forming, right? Here acid concentration is decreases. So acid minus X. Here the acetate ion concentration is increasing. So the salt, this is the salt plus X. This is the difference, right? What is the formula here? Resultant formula pH is equal to, new formula pH is equal to, and here pKa log plus log, and what is that here? Salt is the salt plus X and acid minus X, right? Simple thing here, whenever we add the base to the acid can react to the base and acid concentration is decreases because of it is reacting with base. So that's why you are writing acid minus X. I think it is very simple, right? I hope it is clear. Here what is the point here? The pH is increases. pH of buffer solution is increases, right? The change in pH is equal to pH of new minus pH of original solutions. So this is the change in pH, right? I hope it is clear. Right, next one, this is the acidic buffer solution is over. And basic buffer solution, when we add the acid or base, how it is changes the concentration of salt and the base here. So here the change in pH in basic buffer solution when we add acid or base, right? What is the example for the basic buffer solution here? The basic buffer solution, so ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. Lot of example is there. It is, we are understanding purpose, simplest example we are taking here. Generally your base is there, so NH4OH, and place here it is complete ionization here. What is there? Ammonium ion. So these two things are reacting, right? Right here a strong base added to the basic buffer solutions. So then what happened here? Generally we are adding, what is adding here? Base is, it is giving is here the OH minus place, it is combined with ammonium ion, right? This ion is combined to form a base here, right? Ammonium hydroxide. So this is salt of ammonium, right? This is the salt of ammonium, it is decreases, so this is the salt minus X. Here base concentration is increases, so base plus here X. So this is, we have to take the concentration whatever we derived the formula of pH calculation, right? Generally we derived original formula POH is equal to pKb plus log, and here salt by base concentration, right? So this is the general formula, this is the original formula what we derived, right, without adding acid or base, right? So what is the now this POH original new formula whenever acid or base adding here? So this is base adding here, pKb place log. What is happening here? The concentration of salt is decreases, that means salt minus X and the concentration of base increases, the base plus X, right? So this is the actual formula of whenever we are adding the base. I hope it is clear. So this is POH, not a pH. Already general formula you know that the pH is equal to the 14 minus POH. This is the final formula. What is the change in pH and this formula and original formula and this formula and this formula? What is the difference between these two? The change in pH, right? So sorry, here change in POH. Change in POH is equal to POH new minus and POH original, right? So this is the formula. I hope it is clear. This is the related whenever base we add it to the acidic basic buffer solution. Next one, acid added to the basic buffer solution. The next one, strong acid added to the basic buffer solution. Already we know that basic buffer solution having ammonium hydroxide plus salt of ammonium ion. So whenever we acid we can add, base we can add here the salt of ammonium reacting. Here the acid is we can add, it is react with the base. So here base is there in buffer solution, that base can react with whatever we adding the H plus ion. The here what is the formation here? NH4 plus ion plus OH, H2O is forming here. So this is H2O, right? H2O, right? So here base concentration is decreases. So base concentration is decreases. Here ammonium, the salt concentration is increasing, right? Salt concentration is increasing. So this is we have to apply the in terms of concentration of salt and base, right? So what is the formula here? Right here, the normal formula here, the POH, this is new formula. POH is equal to pKb plus log. So what is the salt happening here? Salt plus X, and here base minus X, right? This is actual formula, right? Whenever we acid added to the basic buffer solution, right? So here one point, POH is here buffer solution of buffer solution increases, but pH decreases. POH is increases and pH is decreases. So what is here we are seeing in POH. What is the pH formula? pH is equal to 14 minus POH. That is we know well known, right? Right, next one. Change in pH equal to 14 minus sorry here. What we get new pH. Actually this is a POH base now. So POH is equal to what we got new pH, POH new POH minus POH original solution. So this is actual formula, change in pH. I hope it is clear. So this is related information about buffer solutions. Right, one more concept here, that is buffer capacity. Right, here what is the buffer capacity, right? So number of moles of acid or base added to the 1 liter of buffer solution, a change in pH by a unit is called buffer capacity, right? So how much we are adding acid or base, the 1 liter of pH changed to 1 unit. So that is called that capacity is called buffer capacity, right? How to calculate this buffer capacity? I hope it is clear. For example, here some buffer solution is there. So number of moles we are adding here, acid or base, I'm taking is acid here, adding to this here, that it will be, for example, pH is 9 here, it pH is changes to 8, right? The pH is changes to 8. So how many moles is required to the pH changes to 1 unit here? So that is called, that capacity is called a buffer capacity. I hope it is clear. Number of moles of acid and bases added to the 1 liter of solution has changed the by pH unit, right? So unit means 1, right? I hope it is clear. The change in pH 1 unit, how many number of moles is required, that is called the buffer capacity. How to calculate this buffer capacity? Let me explain here. So buffer capacity equal to number of moles of acid or base added to the 1 liter of solution. The change in pH here, change in pH is called buffer capacity. I hope it is clear. Buffer capacity at two condition is maximum, and let me explain where that. Buffer capacity is maximum, right? First one here, when salt concentration equal to acid concentration, that is here pH equal to pKa for this time for the acidic buffer. I hope it is clear. Same condition for basic, right? So when salt concentration equal to base, right? So here POH equal to pKb, right? So this is for basic buffer solutions. In this case, the buffer capacity is maximum, right? This is also called, this combination also we can call buffer. Sure, also called buffer is called, this is called buffer efficient. Buffer efficient, right? I hope it is clear, this condition. In this case is maximum the buffer capacity. Let me explain some problems related these buffer solutions. Right here, one more question. The pH of buffer is 4.75 when 0.01 moles of NaOH is added to the 1 liter of it. The pH of changes whenever we add the base, the pH changes to 4.832. Calculate the buffer capacity, right? Change in pH they are giving, the number of moles also they are giving here. What is the formula here? Buffer capacity is equal to number of moles of adding a base or acid, that is indicated here dB, by the change in pH, and here change in pH, right? What is the change in pH here? The change in pH is equal to maximum pH minus minimum pH. So here 4.832 minus, and here 4.75. So what is the change in pH here? The change in pH is equal to 0.087, right? What is the, they are giving number of moles here adding here. So number of moles of base is equal to 0.01. So this is the, so buffer capacity is equal to 0.01 by, and what is the change in pH here? 0.087. So that equal to, what is the buffer capacity here? Buffer capacity is equal to 0.087 here 115. This is called buffer capacity. I hope it is clear. Right, one more question here. Calculate the pH of solution in which 0.2 molarity ammonium chloride and 0.1 molarity of ammonium are present in a pKb of NH3 solution is 4.75. Right, question is very clear. They are giving the concentration of salt and concentration of base, they are giving weak base, and pKb value also they are giving. So they are asking calculate the pH. So this is what is their giving combination, ammonium chlorides plus ammonia. This is called basic buffer solution, right? Basic buffer solution, right? What is the formula we derived earlier? The basic buffer solution, the POH is equal to pKb plus log a salt concentration by, and here as base concentration, right? So POH is equal to, right, pKb they are giving here 4.75 plus log, and what is the salt concentration here 0.2, and what is the concentration of base here, and 0.1, that equal to here pH is equal to POH is equal to, we'll get just to calculate here the 5.05 will get. So this is the POH, but pH we want, pH is equal to 14 minus 5.05, that pH is equal to 8.95. So this is the pH calculation. So I hope it is clear. Right, one more question here. Calculate the pH of solution made by mixing of 0.1 molarity of ammonia and 0.1 molarity of ammonium sulfate, right? So very clear the concentration here. Base concentration here, the base concentration is ammonia is equal to 0.1 molarity. But salt concentration here, the salt concentration, ammonium sulfate here. So here they are giving 0.1, right? But this is, we are not taking this because of 2 ammonias is there. So multiply with 2 equal to 0.2 molarity. This is the different. In the remaining gas it is same only formula. What is the POH here? The POH is equal to pKb plus log the salt concentration by the base concentration, right? And what is there here, what they mentioning the question pKa, this is 4.76 plus log salt concentration is here 0.2 and the base concentration here 0.1, that equal to the POH is equal to, right, 5.06, and pH is equal to 14 minus 5.06 is equal to, what is that, pH equal to here 8.94 will get. So this is the way of doing. So we have to apply this concept, very important here. So number of ions concentration. I hope it is clear. So these are the model problems regarding these buffer solutions, and more model problems is there. We will do this some volume related. So this, for example, 10 base volume and concentration, and they are giving even salt concentration also they are giving. So for example, buffer solution we have to make 7 or 8. What is the volume is required? Volume based questions also is there. So by practicing we'll get all the questions. So I hope it is clear this topic. So thank you for watching this video.